and the fall of different types of life. We finish the Cambrian period by the time we get the Ordovician period. I can see that these animals, for example, developed here, the eukaryotes, and fell away here, and they became extinct halfway through the Ordovician period. You can see some really big squid-like animals that we still have, and you'll recognize some of these as we go through, but most of them you might never have seen before. We are in our Paleolithic, which just means very old life, Paleozoic, and now we're into the Silurian period, which has, and you'll notice after an ice age we have a new period. The Silurian period is starting to be significant because we're starting to see the beginnings of plant life. Seaweeds are coming in here, but now we have air plants, plants that can operate on land. And we keep on going. The Devonian period develops more and more, and here we have a very, very exciting development. The development of the chordates, the fish. The fish were our first form of chordates. This is animals that have a backbone and a spine, and that means that they have nerves that can go all over their body, that they can have sensation and controlled movement. For the first time here in Devonian period, we get to see the chordates. Well, this great big squid here has got tentacles, can't control the tentacles in the same way that a fish can, and uses different forms of sensation. But the brain, indicated by a spine, controls thought. Fish have a brain because they have a backbone. So let's remember that your whole brain is your entire backbone all the way up. And it's the control of reflex, the control of impulse. The fish is our first chordate. Now we're up to the Carboniferous period. What an exciting, exciting period here. We've got the establishment of land plants. Our swamps are here. These are really significant time because all of this biomass here means that later we can have coal and petrol. Our fish are still dominant. Mind you, we've moved out of just being underwater, and we're starting to look now at some plants living on land. And if plants live on land, then we notice that insects start to follow. And here we have the beginning of the amphibians, the ones that can live amphibians. Amphi meaning more than one, bians, two lives, amphibians. Oh, we've come across another ice age. Do you see every now and then there's an ice age? And here we are at the Permian period. You know these guys. You've seen dinosaurs before. The rise of the dinosaurs as the animals on land become more and more dominant. The volcanoes that were happening, the unsettled nature of it all. And here we have the Triassic period, known for its really, really big dinosaurs. But things aren't looking good for the dinosaurs. The large amphibians are coming extinct. The development of the dinosaurs is coming up during the Triassic, and it's the Jurassic period that we see this development of the first winged dinosaur, which is Archaeopteryx. Here we see these membranes being changed into feathers. We started off with fish, then we went to amphibians, and now we're up to reptiles and now birds. Can you see in the Cretaceous period how amazing the diversity of life has come? And then this one little guy, this one little mammal, an animal that was able to keep itself warm, it starts to become evident. Dinosaurs becoming extinct now. They've had their rise and their fall, and now going down. And here we've been through the Paleozoic. Then it was the Mesozoic, means middle life. Now we're at the Cenozoic. And you can see diversity of life. More volcanoes, a lot more diversity. This is a prior animal to the kangaroo. And as we keep on going, we have another ice age. Every now and then we have big ice ages. In fact, we have lots and lots of little ice ages here. After the Cenozoic era comes the Neozoic era, the Quaternary period. And there is humans starting to come, emerging after all of those gifts from all of those other trials in life and experiments, and life has kept on evolving and continues to keep on evolving. Many, many of these animals you recognize today have their roots and origins way, way back in history. And you know that in New Zealand we have a tuatara that lived in this period here. And our ferns also come from this period, the New Zealand ferns, all the way through. So all the way down, rise and fall of animals, of different types of life. And it's a very rich, nourishing world, and they all interconnect. They all come from that very same place away over there. And look, humans have come in, but humans are not the last animals on. Polar bears came on after us. There are more animals coming, all the time new animals, and animals that are becoming extinct. This is the biggest time ever that animals are becoming extinct at the moment, and it's mostly because of humans. That's a timeline of life.
Wow.
What do you reckon?
So you would think that watching all those red lines going up and down, that humans going to go like that as well.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking about there, yeah.
Humans going to cause
what
all
you
of
said
this.
as a child.
It's yours. This is your life. This is you. You are part of this.